Hey Pisces, and welcome to your June 2018 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky here to give you guys hopefully another amazing reading for your month ahead. And some really beautiful energies coming forward for you Pisces. Lots of energies dealing with nurturing yourself, gaining sort of a motherly role in life to yourself and towards other people perhaps, and also a lot of progress coming forward, new creative incentives, new possibilities with career. I feel like this month is a really big change of pace for you, and I feel like you are entering into a new form of experience and a new form of reality or life here, and I think that it's beautiful. You are going to be thriving through what happens to you in June, and you are a water sign, so the Jupiter retrograde in Scorpio is hitting you, of course, so there is a bit of an activation of the past and a bit of expansion of things which are related to Scorpio, such as really deep experiences of life, death, rebirth, really strong experiences in connections with other people. Sort of the past with that can be expanded now, and I feel that you finally get closure, or you finally make amends with an aspect of your past that has been giving you anxiety or has been preventing you from moving forward. This is most definitely a building month for you. You have Three of Pentacles in your reading. Three of Pentacles and Eight of Wands and the Chariot have been coming up for a lot of the signs this month. So we're kind of collectively in that place where we're like, okay, I'm ready for something new. I'm ready for a change in what I'm building towards in life. So like new goals, new aspirations are coming in. Really be listening to that voice within yourself about like what you're wanting to do, where you're wanting to see yourself, why you want to be there, what pulls you in that direction. Determining that here and now, I feel really helps Pisces to continue this cycle of thriving in the future. You are also becoming more psychic as well. The High Priestess is always a sign towards psychic expansion. And again, with Jupiter and Scorpio, you might almost feel too psychic or a little bit like victim to your psychic experiences. So I think that this month also serves for you to start to form psychic boundaries, or to start to be able to put walls up and to strengthen your aura, to strengthen your protective psychic energies versus your like collective, like what you're collecting from other people psychically. So there may be some need for solitude or some need for an escape to nature, or like a weekend to get away or something this month, to reinforce your psychic barriers and to redetermine what it is that you're wanting. Because I do feel that Pisces is frustrated in the sense of like, what do I want? Why am I at where I am? Why am I at where I am? It's a bit of an existential crisis. It's not quite there, but it's like on the edge of that. So this month really answers a lot of questions for you, and I feel sees Pisces answering questions for themselves and not really being too involved with other people. This month isn't so much about other people. I feel for Pisces, you have that Knight of Swords reversed, but it's going to be more about slowing down, because Knight of Swords upright is about like really quick action, and when it's in the reverse, it can sometimes signal that you don't need to be too quick, you don't need to be too hasty with what you're trying to do right now. So this month is really about being slow and methodical and allowing yourself the space to understand what you want. And I think that that's just because you're very intuitive, you're very empathetic to other people. So if you're really asking a lot of people, like, what do you see me doing? What do you think I should do? Like, it's not right for you right now, because you can see what they think you should do from their perspective, and you can sometimes forget about your own perspective. So that's kind of why you end up being frustrated sometimes, because you do things for other people, for them, not for you. So it's a month of determining what you need to do for you, and rising above any opposition that is questioning that, for sure. I'm going to go ahead and get into the week to week for you all, and find some more clarification. So week number 1, you have Three of Pentacles rooted down by 10 of Pentacles. The first week is all about career progression. I sense that some of you are getting promotions and bonuses, or understanding how to make your career more potent and long-lasting. You're making good connections there. If there were a part of this month to make connections, it probably is the first week, because the rest of the month is more about you. But see how you can collaborate, or see how you can grow more through the help of other people in the future without really necessarily needing it right this second, but maybe making a game plan for how you're going to connect more with others and how you're going to utilize that mainly in relationship to career. This isn't so much personal relationships, but who do you need to network with? Who do you need to add into your circle? What needs to be communicated in your career spectrum will really be easy to face during this week. In the second week, you have Eight of Wands reversed, rooted down by Knight of Swords reversed. So there's definitely something about like what you've received from other people, what you've been given, the windfall that you've received that's being like pulled into question. Like, why have I gotten this? What are people wanting in return? There seems to be something about like return karmic experiences. So people wanting something from you or thinking that they deserve something from you. This is why I feel you disconnecting a lot from other people right now, because it feels a bit skewed and it feels like you might be being there too much for other people, or you might be overcompensating your energy to give to other people. It's easy for Pisces to do that, but it kind of adds up over time and it can very much drain you. So it's like you start in this week to see that you have to slow down with giving people energy and giving people parts of your windfall. It's almost like people are asking you to loan them money or asking you to loan them a shoulder to cry on. You're being asked to give something during that week, and it's not that you shouldn't give it, but I do feel that you have to pull back. You have to at least not give. Like, you'll know what you can give and what you can't give, and it's important not to, like, sacrifice yourself to give, like, what people are asking if it's not right. So the whole, like, give-take thing is definitely coming up in that week. And you're moving into the third week with Queen of Pentacles rooted down by Seven of Wands. So this is all about getting back to yourself. Queen of Pentacles has been up for a lot of people, too. So we're all starting to see new layers of what we actually need, starting to understand and differentiate between wants and needs, and rising above like the illusions that we've created. So you might have thought, okay, I need this, and you've realized I never needed that in the first place, and there's a frustration there. And I've sensed this in Pisces for a long time, like a frustration in like really wanting some experience of life and then getting it, and then it's sort of feeling shallow at that point in time. So you are a sign that can sometimes get very caught up in like the climb and moving upwards and the process of achieving something versus the actual achievement. And I think that you're fixing that here. I think that you're fixing that mobility issue you have, where you're really starting to enjoy what you accomplish and enjoying the accomplishment alongside with the climb to that purpose as well. And it's really, I think, doing you well to see who has contributed to that. Seven of Wands is often about having opposition, but despite maybe having numerous opposition, you're on higher ground, so it's very easy to face that. So this is a month where you have to face something, and you have to face somebody being against you, or somebody having not the best intentions, but knowing that you have the strength to face it and the strength to enforce your life in the way that you need. You'll see that in the third week, so pay attention to who that is. Pay attention to who's not on the same page as you during the third week, and what does that mean for you? Is this a deal breaker for the relationship? Is this something that can be compromised or worked through? I do feel that compromise is a very big thing, and it feels like other people are going to want to compromise for you. So hold your ground, and I don't want to say test that, but it's going to be important to see who will compromise for you, as long as it is something important to be compromised for. As long as you can get there, then I feel that people will support you and that you will pull in more compromise this month for sure. In the fourth week, you have the High Priestess rooted down by the Chariot. So to me, that just feels like psychic progress. The High Priestess, again, is all about that psychic expansion. The Chariot is all about forward motion. So you are learning so much about your own psychic nature, really going deep into your unconscious, really cultivating something that you've needed out of your psychic expression. Make sure that you are being intuitive with yourself. Make sure that you are paying attention to what your body is wanting from you, because sometimes it's not about like replaying difficult traumas or going through all of that. We have to have that sometimes as well, but it's also about just giving your body the softness and checking up on your health. To me, that feels like a health progression as well. The High Priestess can be your health sometimes, especially with like the Empress as your central theme. You're getting back into a place where you're like 100% again, where you're feeling very able to thrive and able to exist and do your do what you've been wanting to do. Start the book, start the process, start the new job, get the promotion through like this psychic progression. So this could entail like shaking off an old bond or an old connection which is still draining you. This could entail seeing that self-dialogue problem or that self-sabotage pattern. All of those things could really help you to progress for sure. It could also be like a move coming up as well. You might be thinking about moving. You might be thinking about changing some type of location or changing something quite grand about your life. And that is supported right now. I feel like anything that plans that within like late July or moving into August is very supported for Pisces to be making quite a lot of big changes. And again, with your central theme being the Empress, Pisces, you are thriving and you are like really blessed this month. The Empress is always like a benefic energy, a good luck charm type of energy to me. So you are going to have good luck in this psychic delving that you do, in the process of compromising or in the process of disconnecting from people. It will be supported by the universe, and it will be something that goes towards your higher benefit. Just make sure you go within and make sure that any type of disconnection or any type of compromise is not connected to self-sabotage. Like, that's the only key thing for Pisces. Like, just as long as you're not tricking yourself or as long as you're not fooling yourself, all of your efforts will be very supported this month. You're a very lucky sign this month. You're a very beautiful sign this month, and people will be very happy to have you in their lives and very content with what you are giving them. So anyway, Pisces, I'm going to go ahead and end your reading there. The readings are a bit shorter this month. I've had to do some of this psychic delving myself and have had a bit less energy to work off of, but I feel like they're just as potent even if they're in shorter format. And I will probably be doing less private readings this month, but if you want to book one with me, you can click the center of your screen while they're still in stock. And also your subscribes, likes, and comments really make my day. You can check the description box to find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Patreon. And I have been so lucky and honored to be here reading for you. Much love, and we'll talk soon. Bye.